Hey everybody, welcome to the Bad Comedy Podcast. My name is Mack Nepper, and I'm here with Jason.
I'm Blade.
Blade.
From the Wesley Snipes from that movie. I'm the half vampire with a sword. Yeah, I'm black.
Oh. And we're here with...
I'm Beans from Even Steven.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Max Rice hit me up I had to ask if you could live with me, and I said, sorry man, you can't.
The cool Beans Steeper.
Yeah, if Beans, I think Beans moved out of town, but I'd love to have Beans as a guest. Beans would be a big bringer. Folks,
counting beans.
We did the guest episode before this episode, so we're kind of tired. But we took a little brain spa.
Oh yeah.
But we don't need to go into what that is. Let's just say we're in a spa.
Just check out Brain Spa on Instagram.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's all you need to know.
Yep.
I think you'll figure it out.
So guys,
I think you can figure
what is your favorite car?
Oh dude.
Those cars.
Hey, join Patreon so you could hear a list of cars. Last on our Scott Darling episode.
No, Scott Darling episode was pretty fucking
No,
fun.
it was really fun. But there was a point where you guys did list cars.
No, I was trying to guess what car he was driving.
Yeah.
Based on my knowledge.
I was trying to guess on color.
Yeah.
Spot is interesting.
They're brought to you today by Cars.
Yeah. The movie Cars. Yeah, George Carlin.
Scott Carlin.
Or sorry, George Garland. Wait.
Love it.
Jeff Garland. Jeff Garland.
Yes.
You know, he's
Jeff Garland.
Jeff Garland is like known as one of the best comedians.
He's like, one of the best stand-up comedians.
Like the classic ones, like him. So Jeff Garland, Rodney Dangerfield.
Jeff Garland picture from Zanies.
What makes me want to do a Richard Jenney?
What about Jeff Garlic? Except he smells worse.
Jason.
What about Jeff Garlic, but it's Jeff Garland, but he smells worse?
I like that.
It smells like more like garlic.
Me as Blade would hate that because I'm half vampire.
What do you think really happened to Richard Jenney, one of the best?
What really happened?
What really happened?
Jenney.
Well, it's weird because he called all the clubs he had bookings at and canceled his gigs.
Wow. Okay,
Next thing you know, everyone's on Facebook talking about how funny he was.
Did you guys know that?
That's going to be my new way of implying KYS. Like pretty soon, everyone's going to be posting about how funny I was.
Well, I want people to post about how happy they are that I'm dead.
Yeah.
I had a great idea and slipped my mind. Please don't slip.
And you could say Mac would have wanted us to be happy that he's dead.
Yeah.
So then
That's what Mac would have wanted.
I thrive off the tears and the angst of others. Off the tears of joy or anger.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. That's
Big tear. Huh?
That's why my comedy sets it's a roller coaster of emotions. Mm-hmm. I like happy tears and sad tears.
Yeah.
Basically, everybody is at the end of my sets and shows are either crying of joy or crying of sadness. Mm-hmm. It kind of depends who you are.
You made Matt cry at Ha to Hell.
Yes. Well, technically, yeah. Well, so
I was laughing so hard.
I bought this.
Crying really hard when you got off stage.
So come back. You know the small smelling salt cylinder?
Yeah.
I had a big smelling salt cylinder, and it was like nitro, like the hardest kind of smelling salt of all time.
This is like honestly something like a fucking fifth grader.
Yeah. I was sitting at the back table with Matt Perez and some people, but I wanted to support Dylan, so I moved up. And then during his set, I hit the smelling salt like way too hard by accident, and I started crying from that. But then I was also trying to support Dylan, so I was laughing at his jokes. Yeah. So it looked like I was crying laughing, but I wasn't laughing that hard. I was laughing.
If I was Matthew Doyle,
and then I gave it to Crypt Daddy.
If I was Matthew Doyle for once, I would come to the open mic with a bunch of Skittles, and I would pull them out of my beard, and I would say I was Matthew Doyle Pez.
Nice.
Like coming out. My name is Matthew Doyle Pez.
I feel like Scott Duckling and Matt Perez are pretty much the same guy, just one's famous.
That's an interesting thing.
One's famous.
Yeah, and one's not at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe a little. I kind of see it. I hang out with Matt Royal Perez way more, so it's like hard for me to,
Yeah.
because I think of him as every time I see him, he's complimenting me.
Oh, he's the nicest guy of all time.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah, maybe he's nicer, but Scott's not a dick. He's just not like complimenting everybody.
I absolutely hated my hosting set at Beer Belly on Thursday. I was like miserable. Actually,
what did you do?
I just had a bad set. I just wasn't ready to host first, and actually,
Did you do Blackbird Watcher?
No. After my set, actually, a bunch of people complimented, and I forgot because it was like I was trying to do some new stuff because I've been trying to do more new stuff. But the new stuff I actually went into this weird joke about
news
Dan
stuff.
being gay.
News?
Been doing some stuff about the news. I called Dan gay for like the first 2 minutes to no response. And then Dan got mad at me because Dan doesn't like when I do this joke. I used to tell everyone Dan was gay.
I love that joke.
Dan came out and I was like, phew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Turns out I wasn't bullying him. I was just telling him to be who he really is.
Yeah. You helped him.
I was outing him, but I wasn't bullying him.
In the end, you helped him.
Oh, yeah.
So when you're saying a joke about a certain race or a certain sexuality, do you look at those people in the eyes?
Yeah, dude.
Or do you avoid
I don't.
them? You have to look at them.
I never look at anyone.
Neither do I.
I look above.
I look at the crowd as like a general blob.
I did this recently, though.
Unless I know that I'm gonna before I go up pick out a specific person and say something. Unless I know that, I'm just kind of scanning the crowd, making it look like I'm looking at them, but I'm really not.
I think this helped. Recently, I did a show. And before I started doing my jokes, I kind of looked at everyone in the eyes and said, "How are you doing?" Like I kind of like introduced myself to everybody, and then I went into my material, and I think it honestly really helped. Like I made a connection with like a few of the tables, and then I just kind of performed for.
I do kind of wish I did make eye contact with the crowd because that's a way better public speaking thing.
Yeah.
And can we stop talking about stand-up comedy?
Dylan can't make eye contact with anyone.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's a roast battle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you look like the guy who puts pill in people's girls' drinks.
Nah.
You're the reason that girls buy slim apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur.
Mac did get some new jeans today. Got the slim.
I did
stretch jeans.
Slim stretch. They call me stretch. They look nice.
They're not straight is what they are. They're right.
And I'm gonna wear these until they're beaten up kind of jeans like that, and then I'm gonna sell them for more.
How come you don't want the straight ones?
Slim straight.
Yeah.
I want stretch because my dick is so long. It's all stretched.
Is that because you're watching gay porn?
No.
So you had to make room in your jeans.
That wouldn't make my dick permanently hard.
Demonetized.
That might make yours permanently hard.
Demonetized.
Got you.
Hey,
I'm rubber, you're glue.
remember how we had Ian on the pod and he hated it and didn't let us release it?
Ian Abramson sucks.
I love Ian. He doesn't suck. I love him.
Yeah,
But afterward, I was worried he hated me, so I sent him a message to see if he hated me, to see if he'd respond. And I said, "Hey, I got an idea for a show. Instead of roast battle, ghost battle." And he goes, "LOL, what would that involve?" And then I just didn't respond.
You ghosted him.
Oh, you ghosted him?
I mean, I ended up ghosting him ironically, but the real thing is I didn't have an answer. I was just kind of probing to see if he was still my friend.
I love how self-destructive you are.
What's up?
I love how self-destructive you are.
Yeah, I'm a little bit
Like you did that to probe and then you just ghosted him?
Well,
to solidify him not liking you.
I like to self-destruct and then see if you still like me because that proves something deeper like me.
No, I get that, but then you self-destruct
because
after
I
that.
hate myself, so it's like I can't believe that you would actually like me, so I try and push you away
And then you
to see if you'll come back.
Yeah, I know, but then push him away again.
Yeah, and then push them away again. Of course, a cycle.
You're worried about things.
What I do is
Friends. At the end of the day, they're still your friends, so then you don't have to worry about
friends till the end. Yeah.
We should have a bad call.
When Mr. Eddie does a cycle, it's an
What I do is I
bisexual.
test people up front,
Bias.
and then once they're my friend, I'm loyal. I'm a good dude. I'm mean still, but I'm loyal to a fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, you do the push away thing at the beginning.
Yes. There's like an entrance exam to a friend.
And that happened to me. And you know what's actually a study I read that if you are enemies with somebody and then you become friends with them later,
You'll be better friends.
you become better. Yeah, the friendship tends to last longer and be deeper.
Me and Blake were enemies up front.
I hated you. I don't know if you hated me, but I hated you when I first met you. And now I like you.
I didn't think you were funny.
Yeah.
Like, I thought Dan was the funniest and Paul then you. And then once I heard you do an actual show, then...
Yeah, I try and do new stuff at the mic. I don't just do my own stuff.
Yeah. Same thing John Hickok said. He said, I didn't think Jason was funny. That's not an actual show. He's hilarious.
Yeah, dude, I rule.
If you
I'm underrated.
somebody and then they like you for it, what was that called?
Stockholm Syndrome. I said it first. That's my joke, actually.
If Jeff Lurie Christmas kidnaps you, you get stocking syndrome.
Yeah. Alex Grinch kidnaps you, you're right.
Oh, demonetized.
Oh, fuck! I'm actually going to timestamp that. 10:24. Oh, shout out to Joe Wenzel, new patron. He's Benji's brother.
I mean, this is the non-patron episode, but thanks, Joe.
Yeah. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just
we doxed him. Everyone's going to know who Benji's brother is.
Well, I mean, if we thank him on the patron episode, it's like you're in the special zone where we...
Well, thank you next week on the patron episode, Joe Wetzel. He doesn't drink anymore. I was in Vegas with him, and we were just chugging handles of... We were calling vodka Gatorade Frost, and then we were calling a handle...
Gatorade Frost is so funny. Is that the white Gatorade?
Yeah. and then
buy a white Gatorade. You're nuts.
And then, so we were just convincing ourselves that we weren't just chugging just holes, and then we were calling... we were chugging whiskey and calling it an IPA. And then we were just super fucked up. We also ordered 2 hookers, and they beat up the Bachelor, who I won't say who it was at the Bachelor party.
And that rules.
And then
the hook. Wait, the hook. Who?
We hired some hookers for an hour. No, but then that's fine. No, but then
they might not let you talk about that kind of stuff.
Then Joe went to a room with them and kept them for the rest of the time. And then
is it this guy? Is he related to this guy, Brad Wenzel?
No,
this guy's kind of a big comedian. He's funny.
Wentzel.
Oh, okay.
Some guy with beer belly.
He doesn't have a follower or anything.
There's a guy who...
Beer belly?
Hey, new patron, there's a guy who has a similar last name to you who's funny, Brad Wenzel.
Who was talking about me?
This guy, Sean.
Sean what?
I think he's from like Idaho.
Oh, I met that guy. Yeah.
He invited me to Idaho. Right?
We were hanging out front, and you got... Dude, I told you this, but you weren't listening to me. He got in a big argument with James Najjar, and I secretly filmed it.
Oh, yeah. It was just because
I did it on my phone. We need to check it out. The weird
put it on the Patreon.
The weird thing is I'm talking to what's his name? Who was I talking to?
Daniel Simo.
No, the older guy who comes to he did the Orange Line show.
Oh, him. I know who it is, but Tim Watson.
Tim Watson. Love Tim Watson. So me and Tim are having the weirdest, most mundane conversation because I'm actually trying to secretly film, and then you guys are like yelling at each other.
Like his commentary over it too.
Yeah.
Wait.
He doesn't even know.
You were in an argument with somebody?
He had no idea what was even happening.
A little birdie told me that James was downplaying the jokes that he stole. And I was just like, you're not going to make me look like a liar.
You told him that?
I'll add James and Sharon to my Dan Osimo song. Like,
we should get up there. Yeah,
he's done it to like 4 pounds.
Can you go print it, Jason?
I will do that. Do we need to?
I have a frame that size. A spare frame can fluoride size. So
especially going to be on the wall.
So if you want to see what size it is.
I haven't followed him on everything. Like I don't.
But make it James N. Asterisk R.
I honestly think you should change his name to N-word Jim.
Yeah.
From Mark Twain. Mm-hmm. Don't ban this book.
Or as Lucy K would say,
if you want.
Lucy K would probably say Jim.
Yeah, he would go for it.
Which is not okay.
No.
By the way, if Lucy K offers you a gig that pays an exposure, do not accept.
Oh yeah.
You do not.
Yeah, it's not what it seems like.
Yes. It is not what you were thinking.
Yeah, you end up like that.
This guy, beer belly Sean, we were just saying that.
This drunk guy, he's been coming the last few weeks. I think he met you.
I was like explaining, it's like, no, like, Max is a good guy, he's just a troll, but I think he was just saying that he was like, this guy was...
I don't know who he is because he's just a Pony and regular.
He's
not a comic?
You probably met him like last week.
He just moved here from DC. I actually talked to him for a while. Very nice guy. He complimented me a lot, so I like him.
He's not a comic?
No, he's just a regular. You know how those regulars hang out at the end of the
he's not the guy with a ponytail or anything?
He's got like a mullet, like blondish hair.
Yeah.
Oh, that psychopath. That crackhead? Yeah, that's
He's a bit of that.
Elise's boyfriend.
No way, they're dating for real?
Yeah. No, I was hanging out with
I had no
him.
idea.
I think I was making fun of him.
So speaking of Jason
I
Jar,
just didn't know you, and then so it's the exact same thing.
But I was in a car with him. We all went to this bar.
I told you guys about Jason Jar's bragging about having a black girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's fake. And then I saw Kaya Osbourne bragging about having an Indian boyfriend. And I was like, are they dating?
Also, is he Indian?
I don't know. He's not.
If you're Indian, you can't be Muslim.
He's not.
All the Muslims
There's a ton of Indian Muslims.
all the Muslims got shipped to Pakistan. No, that was
There are some.
that was literally the biggest immigration. That was the biggest
I know,
yeah.
but there's still some that exist on that border.
And they can totally say both jokes.
I think.
Either.
I think. What's his name?
Pakistan
That famous. Maybe he's Pakistani though.
Pakistan
The guy who's like
That famous comedian from Chicago, who's Indian. He's in movies.
Oh, Paul Farber.
Paul Farber. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. No, he's like in the Avengers now.
Oh, Sorov. I saw him in.
What's his name? Kumail Nanjiani. Junior Stopgate does an incredible Kumail Nanjiani impression.
He does a lot of good impressions.
But it's specifically Kumail. It's so funny. It's not just the Indian voice.
Mail me a letter. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool, steeper. Cool. Mail me some cool.
I think I know this guy's gender. Kumail.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything there.
I think I can guess this pronoun.
I'm gonna look up. Actually, I'm gonna get my iPad. I'll be right back.
Yeah, don't use the browser.
Yeah. I know.
think it fucks up
No,
the.
I closed off all applications.
Yeah, that's smart.
percent of our pronouns have been done, and very many he hers.
That's true, but there are she theys. So it's funny that there are she theys, but there are no she hers, or there he her.
Ooh.
He
Where
her.
do you go and what happened to it?
I only know one he her. It's that Trillville song. It's like he her.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. What it is, yo.
What it is, yo. Oh, what's can get in them guts, cut you up
That's
like
like
you ain't
saying-
been cut.
Did they say guts on the radio, or can a player get in that cut? They might have changed it to cut on the radio.
They changed a lot on the radio version. Yeah. It's like
I always thought it was so weird. Can a player get in that cut?
yeah.
It's like what?
No, it's in the
But a cut, I've
guts.
heard it's like an axe wound. Have you heard as a synonym for a vagina?
I think it's can a guy get some cut?
Yeah.
I think they said that some cut,
Oh, can I get some cut? So it's just the
like
regular,
some cutty. Yeah,
some regular, because it looks like a cut.
yeah.
And then it's
So does anybody
for our 12-year-old listeners who don't know how to work the internet, a vagina kind of looks like a cut.
yeah, like an axe wound, some people call it. An axe wound, some people call it. Sorry.
Just said, didn't I?
Is it? No, my bad. I think you said we'll take it.
Scores.
I gotta check my bets, and then I gotta look up.
Kumail Nanjiani?
No, I was gonna look up the religious makeup of India and Pakistan,
Makeup is that
like the
On- on-
demographics.
On the India-Pakistan border, there's lots of both.
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
lots
yeah.
of fighting.
Mm-hmm. No, I know they hate each other,
Yeah.
but that's why I think there's probably so little in India because
In the most of India, yeah, there's very little, but on the border, there's a bunch.
I think there's quite a few Christians in India. So
Yeah, for
by
sure.
far mostly Hindu though.
Yeah.
just makeup.
I studied a lot of.
No, let him do this.
Is the Ash Wednesday thing when they put the ash?
That's
on
right.
their-
No,
Is that like
That's religious makeup.
religion.
that's
Is that what you said?
Dylan, I have an easy one for you.
It's dead face.
Hindu people, what's their religious makeup?
Blue?
Yeah, red dot. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you already said that. Oh, you're thinking about other religions.
hell yeah, dude.
What about
You get it all.
What about religious costume? Like
We're kinda
the
like-
curls for Jewish guys.
And for Jewish guys,
The curls.
the curly cues, yeah.
Dude, I love those curly cues.
Yeah, they get those little
They're so cute.
Yeah. The burlap
Do
jacket.
you think does Max Rice wear those during Sabbath or during Shabbos?
If he doesn't, he's a bad Jewish person.
You know that
I always follow all the rules of any religion I'm in.
crazy. ASAP Rocky is
don't wanna
actually
go to hell.
Jewish.
No.
You know that? ASAP Rocky and ASAP
That
Rocky
makes
is
a ton of
Jewish.
sense.
Yeah, have you heard of Shaba Ranks?
No.
They call it Shaba Ranks.
Wait, you said ASAP Rocky. I was thinking ASAP Rock.
I was thinking Rock the Cat.
No, ASAP Rocky, the rapper.
ASAP Rock seems Jewish. the rapper.
Yeah, and isn't Aesop like an old like
Aesop's
he makes fables? Yeah, what's the difference between a fable and a tale and a
I guess the guy who's famous for telling lies.
yeah. Someone tell me the difference between a tale and a fable, and there's a million words for these. A little soliloquy and a parable. Yeah, terrible. I say they're all terrible.
Terrible parables.
Yeah.
I was like,
Can we-
anecdote.
Yeah, anecdotes. Can we just turn these all into one word? I love deconstructing the old stuff like Gravity that we talked about the other week, and like we need to reign a new era of how laws work, of how language works. I'm tired of all these different names for just a story, a fable. No, it's a bit.
Yeah, they're all bits.
Yeah, it's not a fable. It's a bit. It's not a parable. It's a bit. It's not a hymn. Or a psalm. It's a song.
I prefer her.
Psalm just sounds like the word song, but said R-wordly.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Psalm is part of
YouTube.
It's part of your hand. Psalm is part of your hand.
Yeah.
The psalm of your hand.
I'm just looking at Dylan, but I'm trying to figure out what to type in.
He's looking at a picture of you in wrestling gear
Okay.
in your high school wrestling. Was it high school?
I don't have a boner if you guys want to check. So
You think you could take Scott Darling? Scott was talking. He said he could beat up anybody, basically.
Yeah.
I couldn't take him.
I don't think I could take him either. But Dylan's got wrestling.
You're right. It's not number 2 is Muslim. 14%.
Yeah,
72%.
they're all on the Pakistan border, or maybe the other border too, Bangladesh, because they basically sent the Muslims out like on both
Yeah, it's
sides.
all the border. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, get out, whatever side you're on, just get out.
No, yeah. Every other border is Muslim. They're the Hindu, and there's some Hindu.
There's also mountains that prevented the religions from crossing over.
Well, Buddhism came from, or no, Hinduism came from Buddhism.
Buddha was a Hindu, and then he basically started Buddhism. It's an offshoot of Hinduism.
Like how Jesus was a Jew.
Yeah, exactly. Very similar.
I just want to say Scott Darling said
He's a darling.
he's a darling. And that's why I feel like it's like, why are we're gonna have two big egos saying that we could kick each other's ass. I want to make a mess in here.
So what? Can you beat him or no?
I don't think you'd beat him in a
You could
fight.
beat him?
I'm sorry, dude.
I just feel like
Well, he's a wrestler, so it's like if he could shoot in,
Yeah.
and Scott was so confident, I would just knee you in the face. But it's like,
dude, have you seen?
I mean,
years?
I watched
He was a college wrestler. I get that, but
I watched a lot of videos online, and it's like
sorry. I don't know,
wrestling
man.
tends to beat boxing in a one-on-one with no other interactions, like nobody else like kicking or anything. Wrestling tends to beat boxing.
Pakistan is 96.5% Muslim,
Can't box.
which is hilarious. None of the Hindus want to go there. Like, fuck that.
I mean, doesn't it exist as a place to send Indian Muslims or something? At one point, what was that called?
It was
That big event.
I'll just look up the top. The top human gatherings in human history.
No, the big tragic thing.
Yeah.
They have their
It's
own
when they all got kicked out.
tiers. Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
It was the Muslim Trail of Tears.
That's one of the top 10 gatherings in human history.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's called apartheid. It's like, it sounds like apartheid.
I'm gonna look it up right now. And then
Hell, Mac left a trail of tears.
When you got on stage, Mac left a trail of tears. When did you go back?
No, I just love that one of them was this. Sorry, one of them was this massive immigration, and another one was the Rod Stewart concert in
Yeah,
Brazil.
dude. Rod Stewart's like, damn it, I'm just trying to beat that horrible event, tragic event. Trying to get more people than that.
They loved him down there. Forever young, forever young.
Forever walking to Pakistan.
No, I was trying to sound Brazilian. Let the good Lord be with you.
We have
What the fuck was that called? Are you looking it up?
Yeah, looking it up. I'll look it up. Muslim immigration.
more plain black to help my chains pop. Mac has his cat
Nice, dude.
shirt and Jason has a cool root beer shirt.
Oh wait,
Mark's number one.
wait.
Shout out.
We froze. Comedy Podcast is proud to be sponsored by
The Cool Steeper Club, coolsteeperclub.com. It's tea subscription. They send you 4 teas in little baggies per month. And then all you do is you put it in this pitcher thing and it brews overnight. Easiest shit ever. Super convenient. Definitely worth it for the convenience.
And we're talking drinking tea. We're not talking about testosterone. I know you guys have enough testosterone.
We're not talking about the black people gossip. We're talking about
no Gen Z.
Actual
Gen Z gossip.
Well, they got that.
I know. Well, Gen Z still underneath from the black people.
Yeah. And kind of our whole country is built on their backs.
Yeah. Shout out to black people and Cool Steeper Club. We love Cool Steeper Club.
We love black people and Cool Steeper.
So you guys see how big this picture is, Jason? Hold it up one more time. Look at this. So all you do is you put the tea bag in that thing. It's called the big steeple bag.
Yeah, the steeple bag.
Yeah, you put it in there, leave it in the fridge overnight, and you got that much tea. That's a month worth of tea.
Yeah, coolsteeperclub.com. And if you use our promo code BADCOMEDY, you get 25% off your first order.
No exclamation point.
No exclamation point.
BADCOMEDY.
Just keep trying different versions of Bad Comedy till the discount starts.
Try Brad. If it doesn't work, try Brad Comedy or Brad Comedy.
And then also good comedy.
And good comedy. But I think it's just normal bad comedy.
It should be bad comedy.
With no space. All caps?
Sure.
No cap. Thank you.
Nowadays, I believe it is not case sensitive.
No cap. Yeah. No, really?
No case.
Most discount codes are.
That's interesting. I never knew about that. Cool Steeper Club. Hey, we're back, folks. Jason is slowly unraveling, it turns out. He fires off tweets at 6:30 a.m. You go to Facebook because I commented on it. You said something about Pitbull.
Oh, look who added me.
James Najara.
Oh.
He added me too on Facebook. I didn't respond.
Not react.
Yeah, he's trying to infiltrate. But yeah, he was very broken up about his friend. It seems like he's not fully recovered, so that's good.
Yeah. I mean,
I can't hear your guys' stuff in my headphones. Are we on?
Yeah.
My headphones unplugged? Oh, they are. You stepped on the cord. I'm an idiot.
The umbilical cord situation when I was born. Purple is this orb.
Yeah. Similar thing happened to Jason, I think.
You ever accidentally pull your corded earbuds out of your head? Pull them out. Walking past, they get caught on something. They get pulled out. I think that's how it feels to be born. Have your head pulled out of a vagina. It's like,
yeah. And then you're just like, God fucking damn.
Yeah.
And there's like a grater for some reason.
That's why babies cry.
Okay, so there was a partition, so I think it was a law.
Partition, that's what it's called.
People think, babies always crying.
So this is hilarious. They're just kind of like it was a big like musical chairs, a big swap. So based on the 1951 census of displaced persons, 7.2 million Muslims went to Pakistan from India. Well, 7.2 Hindus and Sikhs moved to India from Pakistan. It was literally a swap of the same amount of people.
It's like the picture.
I don't think it was bad for either. I think they're just
it was bad. It was bad for Muslims.
Well, I
mean, that's what it's considered.
Well, but also the same amount had to pick up and leave for Pakistan.
Right, but they were forced.
Yeah, I know, but it's bad for both.
Maybe it was bad. I don't know. I always hear
about that. I know, me too.
I always hear about it being bad for Muslims. I never knew it was bad.
Yeah, I know it was the same amount. Yeah, I thought
maybe Pakistan sucked though.
Yeah,
like they're sending all the Muslims to the place that sucks and all that.
Oh, maybe those Hindus wanted in India. They couldn't get in until the partition.
Yeah, they picked all these Indians come in and take their spot in sweet ass India.
Well, I guarantee India's way more cool to live based on the 96% Muslim thing in Pakistan, and then the higher Muslim percent than the 14% Muslim in India. Yeah. Look at
dog
Muslim. I wonder what percentage of North America is Christian. I'm not gonna look it up.
I'm not even convinced it's North, to be honest.
We were looking,
it's in the 90s.
Me and my mom were looking up religious demographics of Ukraine and Russia for some reason. Russia is mostly atheist, agnostic, and then Orthodox, then Russian Orthodox, which is a branch of Christianity.
They just experience life.
Hell yeah. How about those fucking like
Well, most
those like what's it called, Scandinavian countries where they all worship Satan and blow up churches and shit.
Yeah, that's smart.
That shit rules.
Yeah, and they go to camps to shoot all the kids or something.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Do they do that?
Norwegian guy did that. He would take an overnight camp. Yeah,
I knew that like there was some
and he would take
black metal band and the singer killed.
Yeah, the axe.
Everyone said he was funny on Facebook with a shotgun.
Oh.
And then some other metal guy went and got skull fragments and made jewelry out of it.
Yeah, no, that's Viking metal, dude. Viking metal.
And then it was like black metal, and they would
but their version is like they say like Viking shit.
And then I watched some video, and there was some old guys who were like, "These are historical churches.
Dude, they're berserkers.
Sucks that you're destroying them.
Mm-hmm.
It's history."
No, these guys are berserkers that worship Odin.
These guys rule.
Yeah, those guys are sick.
Blowing up shit rules.
No, but most
blowing up expensive shit, that's awful.
Like the
irreplaceable shit, even better.
Well, the U.S. is supposed to be a secular government, but it's really not.
The US.
Yeah, it's mostly just Christian. Mm-hmm. And like China and Russia are primarily like agnostic atheists, and they promote that, and they actually don't like religion at all. North Korea hates religion
because they see the government competing with religion.
Yeah. The government is supposed to be the god, so that's what most kingdoms of like. There's like Egypt, so like the Pharaoh king. The Pharaoh was a god, a king.
But that's what happened. That's what happened.
Same as like Persia, like Xerxes.
But if religion has fucked up things, I like it.
I like that. I feel like I'm a god king of comedy.
We still, but it's like there will be blood, you know. At the end of the day, we still worship the dollar over Christianity.
Yeah,
he kills the guy at the bowling alley.
We still drink their milkshake.
Hell yeah, dude! That shit rocks.
Wait, I talking about My Left Foot.
Yeah, My Left Foot. When he kills the guy with his left foot.
I need to write that down because I need to watch that movie. Is it a bad movie?
I've never seen it.
You never seen it?
He won an Oscar for it though, or something like that. It was like it put him on the map as an actor.
You know that Scott Darling won an Oscar.
Sort of like when
for hockey.
Sort of like Leo and What's Eating Gilbert Grape. That was Daniel Day-Lewis. What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Adam Gilbert Grape.
Everybody seems to have one.
Adam Gilbert.
Have you ever seen What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
I've seen What's Eating Adam Gilbert.
You should definitely.
It's great, dude. They have a giant fat lady, and then they have a guy who's a little different mentally.
Yeah, but
fat ladies are hilarious.
There's a guy who's a little bit mentally in a wheelchair.
Is it Leo or is it?
It's Leo plays him. Yeah, he goes.
So Leo goes
full armored. Yeah.
Really? Nice, like Tom Hanks. Well, actually, that's not full.
He didn't win an award for it,
like Simple Jack.
But everybody talked about how great an actor he is. They always bring up What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
My favorite.
He's acting retarded.
My favorite movie where someone went full R-word was Simple Jack.
I never seen that.
It was Ben Stiller. Yeah. It was a movie within a movie of Tropic Thunder.
The guy who played.
Oh, I never saw Tropic Thunder.
Also, Robert Downey Jr. did B-Face, and it was all good.
Yeah, dude. That was really smooth. He got away with that. It's crazy.
Yeah,
but it was
sweet. That's what I'm gonna bring back.
Stone Cold said the N-word in that.
Well, that's what's gonna come
Longest
back.
Yard. You ever see The Longest Yard? With Stone Cold?
Really?
He calls Nelly the N-word.
Yeah.
Someone that's.
Well, it gets wild.
Yeah, I mean, but it's characters say all the time. I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis.
He's playing a prison guard. Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis said it plenty of times as Bill Butcher.
I already said it like thousands of times on set because he was trying to be in character.
Yeah. He also just said in his car he hated being in traffic.
Yeah.
I was talking to
He would drive through a poor neighborhood.
And you listen to a lot of Migos.
Yeah. I've seen Stone Cold in 2 movies recently. I saw him in The Longest Yard. He calls Nelly the N-word. And then I watched The Expendables, and the first one, he plays the villain, and he beats up a woman. It's like, dude, you got to get some better roles. All you're doing is horrible stuff.
Well, that's the problem is he's being in acting. He's only being a heel, but he's an anti-hero.
Yeah. Him and the Rock.
Because everyone loves him, but he's a heel. But everyone loves him. He's an anti-hero.
Him and the Rock were like the same thing at the same time, but the Rock
was more hero.
incredible.
Rock was more hero, and he was more anti-hero.
True.
You know.
Well, Rock was anti-hero too, because originally he was in this group that was a parody of the Nation of Islam, and he was like black righteous, and he was villain. And he came out of being a villain and became an anti-hero for a while, and then he became a righteous.
Well, it's like John Cena was the clear good guy more recently, and then Seth Rollins or something bad guy. That was hero and villain, but I feel like with The Rock and him, it was more hero, maybe also badass, but also
the Stone Cold and The Rock had the same trajectory where they started as villains, and then they were so cool at being villains that they became good guys. They were both anti-heroes.
But yeah, but I think
at the same time,
on the teeter-totter, I feel like Stone Cold is a little more villain.
Yes, I mean in wrestling,
or more badass.
I think
he would shoot fire hoses of beer at people.
Yeah, dude.
Sick.
I think the problem is though is you think of all the Rock's movies and you think of him as this pure hero because that's what he became in movies.
No.
But in wrestling, him and Stone Cold were about the same in terms of like hero villain.
I was pissed the other day. I saw The Rock on that. What was it? Just comedian or no? It's like karaoke thing. Riding in the car with that.
Comedians
karaoke,
eating coffee,
and it put me in a good mood.
Eating coffee.
It made me all happy and stuff. I'm like, wow.
What do you sing?
I don't remember.
I still think
But
that
it's just like this isn't okay.
you guys know the next election, like no one knows what's gonna happen. Like what it's Trump and
Trump might not even run.
and Biden's gonna die.
We don't know.
I heard he's been on fire recently.
Who?
Trump. That's what I've heard.
In what way?
Like he's been killing it. He's been hilarious.
But didn't he not go to the debate or something?
You gotta watch or him talking to the guy on from Fox.
I don't know. I need to
left Fox News.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch any news.
You gotta watch Trump.
You gotta watch the news. That's how we learn which that's real.
I know.
That's how we base all our reality.
I've been putting up a thing this whole time. I really haven't been watching any news at all.
Do you watch conspiracy theory stuff?
No.
Okay, that's good. At least you're not getting it wrong.
No, I'm just ignorant. I'm saying
all conspiracies are wrong.
You're saying it was a bit, but then I don't know if this is a bit.
This is a bit. I watch the news. No, but
yeah. Next time, could you please scream not?
I'm sorry. Yeah. No, I just couldn't catch the debate because I was watching the evening news on another channel.
Yeah. Next time, you got to be like, I never watched the news. Not. Yeah. Then we'll understand what's going on.
Yeah. No, I feel like that was really mean. That was kind of like me, like fake killing myself or something.
Yeah.
I actually saw. The reason I say that is because yesterday
somebody do that.
I was watching this show. There's this show called Evil Lives Here, and it's basically about family members recounting.
I've watched that.
Like they have a family member who's like either a serial killer or mass shooter or something.
I've watched a bunch of those.
And they explain the person growing up and.
Is their families recounting what it was like to grow up with somebody who turned into a murderer?
In a lot of these, I see a lot of parallels between me and them, but
the killers.
No. That's this kid. What he did is they lived in this.
I can ask you a few questions. All right, do you wet the bed?
Let me fetch this first.
You start fire?
When I'm really drunk, I wet the bed.
You wet the bed. You never start fires.
Yeah.
You do is it fun?
Well, I had by accident, but I don't like it.
Oh, you burn your porch.
By accident.
It was fun though.
No, it was fun putting it
out.
out.
Burn his porch. He gets drunk and wets the bed, and you torture animals.
Never.
But wait, what about Bob King?
He likes to torture.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's cut back to you.
Huh?
You torture dogs. You admitted that.
I've never tortured dogs. Oh yeah, for their tears.
Yeah,
but that's like how you guys eat meat.
Do you light fires?
But it's not like I enjoy the torturing. I just want the tears to.
Do you light fires?
No, I don't.
When you see a fire, do you laugh?
I do like staring to a fire and reflecting.
Okay, I mean that's half at least.
Like what's another bonfire? Mm-hmm. Tell a scary story, maybe.
No, but anyway, so this guy,
I don't bed wet.
They were counting.
I've not wet the bed. Even when I used to drink it.
It's three kids, and then the kid that ends up being evil as a prank to his siblings, he was saying he's going to kill himself, and he ran into a room and locked the door with a shotgun, and then he shot the shotgun out the window.
No,
and then it freaked them out, and then they're all crying, and they went in there. He was like shot in the air out the window. He was a kid, and they had all guns. It was out in like some country area.
Yeah, for sure.
And
shooting a shotgun out the window is wild. Oh, he probably looked. I just assumed he just shot it like randomly.
But he was trying to make it look like he shot himself, and then they went in, and he was like,
You should have played your own.
"I was like, that was an amazing prank."
Yeah, it's really clever.
like, that's just a good prank. That's not a sign of him being a serial killer. He's
Ashton Kutcher should have done that on
yeah. So is Ashton Kutcher going to be a serial killer? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Did you know that Ashton Kutcher was in my fraternity at Iowa, Delta Chi at Iowa?
You're
Really?
He lived in the same house. Things a lot.
He lived in the same house at Iowa.
Do you know the reason Ashton Kutcher news? Like he's been in the media lately.
Well, I was trying to clear
because he was defending Masters. Danny Masterson was on trial for. He played Hyde on that '70s show.
I know Dr. Jekyll.
Do you ever watch that '70s show, Hyde?
This is his son.
I know Dr. Jekyll.
Well, Ashton Kutcher was saying he's not an R-wordist.
Just
that he doesn't say the R word.
He's
never R-worded a woman.
And then turns out he has. And then Ashton Kutcher had to do a public apology.
He's never eaten Gilbert Grape.
Yeah, he said non-consensually eating the Gilbert Grape.
But then it was
what was that? 13 minutes when I said it.
We're screwed, dude.
I
don't even know why we try and get.
I think we're fine. Aside when I said that,
we need to start
We're actually getting better at it.
We need to start our own like Anthony Cumia. We need to just do that.
Yeah,
what's it called?
His is Compound Media, and then Luis Gomez is Gas Digital.
Yeah,
but we need more podcasts on it.
Comedy entertainment.
We met a guy who had like connections with Gas Digital, and he's like, Mack offended me years ago. I hate that guy. I was like, oh, cool. We won't hit up Gas Digital, I guess.
Yeah.
You need to fake your own death so that the whole comedy community celebrates.
Yeah.
And then you show back up and I'm back.
And I say, Mack is back. I'm dead. Not.
Yeah. And then you go, oh, god damn.
There's like a parade, like celebrating.
No, that'd be cool. We could do like a fake funeral, and then you'll be in the coffin, and I'll be making it's so sad that Mack died, and then you could jump out of the coffin at that moment and go, nah.
No. Okay, so this is what I'm picturing.
Big ordeal.
You know, like when let's say the mayor dies of a city, and they have like the black horses with the black like feathers and all that.
I've never seen that.
Big black carriage. Then,
I've never even heard of this.
Or if like the chief of police dies and they have like a big parade with a bunch of cops and stuff walking. Yeah. So it's like that, and then I'm in that thing. And,
they do that.
Yeah, no.
21 gun salute.
And then I want Jason, Dale, and Sarah playing the bagpipes. None of
us know how to play. That just sounds terrible.
Well, no, yeah.
We're also all wearing kilts.
You just kind of like lip sync play it.
No, we're all trying our hardest. It just sounds like shit.
Yeah, so I want you, Ron Hexagon. He'll teach you guys.
Oh, Ron Hexagon he's probably good at the back.
Dale, Sorab, Cam Honey Badger, Mitchell Potts. I said already. Who else is fat? Who's fat?
That brain,
James Ajar.
That brain spot makes me feel good.
Yeah. So they'll play bagpipes, and then Dylan will give the eulogy.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
It'll be very boring. Yeah.
No, he shows accent. More like a borage, actually.
Yeah, Zach could do the eulogy. Like on slow speed.
Mm-hmm. I was talking to my buddy Dylan when I was at that wedding, and
Dylan Mahler.
Okay.
No, sorry, this guy Dylan Grease, but he talked Dylan Grease. He just talked to me for like 5 minutes about like you had such an effect on us. He's like
weird. How do you think?
He was like complimenting me for like 5 minutes about how I had such an influence on like how everyone like talked and what everything like our terminology and everything we said.
You're talking about like
in college, yeah, like the whole like fraternity, like 4 generations of people.
Black people though, right?
No, I just made up retarded stuff and like.
What's an example of this?
Like everyone would be like, Like, what's up, my dude? like shit like that. Like, oh, I'm Dan Marino. So like random shit like that. Or
That reminds me of the,
or like
the rich stick.
or we'd be like, hello, or something like that, you know?
That sketch with
I like that.
Oh, and instead of thank you, we'd say Thane. We'd say Thane.
Turtley.
Instead of thank you, we'd say thank you.
Nice.
And
I thank Q every day.
so
QAnon.
basically, it's and then my language became the language of the next. My language became the language of the next 3 years of people in the fraternity. And he just went on about this, like complimenting me, not even drunk. And I was like, "Can you do my eulogy when I die?"
Yeah. They should.
He said 5 different times. Like, you had such a big effect.
They should put a book. They should put you in the history of the frat or something, like a history book.
They kicked off campus.
All of ops for that school then.
They kicked off campus. Yeah, Iowa. Put Iowa on the wall.
Oh, you guys don't like Animal House?
Yeah, like the good old.
Well, I mean, once I joined and a few other people, we turned it into Animal House. Yeah,
You were in charge of the. What was it?
I was the pledge trainer. Yeah, one of them turned out to be an almost school shooter. So
This is my-
torture animals. So
I tortured a human to become someone who tortures animals. He will fire.
Check it out. I'm like a bug.
oh no.
But now that I look back, yeah, you need more though.
I did one more.
Green. Ooh. Speaking of Green
I'm about to
Mile,
fly out of Tom Hanks' dick.
name one thing that flies out of Michael Clark Duncan's mouth. Name one of them. Let's talk about bees.
Let's talk about bees. I love bees.
Shout out to James on TikTok.
James the Jar.
Yeah, James.
Shout out to James the Jar for stealing TikTok.
The guy that we were talking to at comment on TikTok.
Yeah.
That guy's cool. He'll for sure listen to this.
Very cool.
Cool Steeper Club.
It's so funny when people comment and say that we're wasting our time doing the podcast, and they're commenting on the
What idiots! They think we're wasting our time.
Yeah. Like, this is the most productive thing we can be doing. What are they doing?
You know what they
I'm excited to be.
they act like
I live for this shit.
the people who always say we should start a podcast act like we're doing it for them. We're having fun. We're doing this for us.
Yeah.
Why are you watching random people you don't know do a podcast?
And then say you don't like it.
Is it because you don't have any friends and you want to see what friendship looks like?
No.
Just give us specific.
That's my kind of thought. Like,
Well, no, they're
some
laughing
guy
out.
named James, he's 12, he doesn't know who we are, and he's like,
for the route.
you guys are just more guys starting a podcast. It's like, yeah, we are. It's fun. It rules.
And then we're like, yeah, it's
also, we make money.
yeah, we kept saying, yeah, we're rich in your
We're
core.
making money on this.
And then he said something.
And laughing and having fun constantly.
He said something about look up the word straw man because that's the only argument
Yeah.
you guys are doing. And I was like, you're like the straw man. You have if only you had a brain.
I put pretending to look up the word straw man. Wow, this is interesting.
Who was it? A straw?
Yeah, you didn't look it up. You pretend to look
I know what straw man is. I used to teach logic.
I know the song Straw Man. There's a straw man waiting in the sky.
Was Kai?
Having sex with a
He
guy.
liked to scare away your crows, but he
Kai was doing
Loves
musical the
right
other day,
roads.
singing these musical numbers, and it was Hairspray and Grease for the top two. I just felt like that was able.
he's friends with that guy.
So
There's a straw
Dylan Grease.
man.
No, yeah.
Oh, so Dylan Grease is. I've told the story twice, but Dylan Grease is the guy who broke his back
What a landing.
and he had to get a broomstick back.
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah.
From the story about the broomstick.
Yeah, because they didn't have any spines in Colorado. They didn't find in Iowa. In Iowa, they had spines, but the spines were broomsticks.
Yeah.
And he still saved you up for the cross stick.
Because it's all the fields of corn.
Yeah.
They make spines for scarecrows all the time out of a stick.
Yeah.
Was that part of it?
No, but that's good. I tell.
It's like most
Straw man.
of the doctors in Iowa practiced on scarecrows.
Well, they
That's their medical school, is just building scarecrows.
they call it straw man surgery.
So dumb.
It's basically the same thing as putting. It's basically the same thing as putting a pole up the back of a straw man. You know.
I was pitching.
I'm looking at myself in my phone right now, and I look cool.
Oh.
We need a black Grease.
Ooh.
Kai said he would just replace all the words with the. I think you know what word I mean.
Yeah, I know.
And I think that could have.
Kai always tries to get me to say the N word, and I don't do it.
He tries to get you to do it.
That's weird because you would just say it to some bouncer so he punches you out.
Yeah, and then you try to get people to say.
But when
That's,
Ty's asking you to, you say no.
Yeah. Well, okay.
That's his animal.
Public, name one time I said it. Okay. Not you guys.
Why not us?
We don't count.
Oh, because
In the comments, you can name when a specific date.
yeah, but please give me a date and time. If you're right, I'll admit to it. I'll say it right now.
Whoa.
I didn't say it. I just went and hit the beat. So
The fact that we have something to block that out is like a reason that it should always be monetized.
yeah,
That to get demonetized, it's like they're trying to make demons out of us. They're trying to
yeah.
like make our demons control us.
Yeah, dude.
And then I don't want to be
Yeah, dude, I can't believe they do that to us. It literally has the word demon.
Exactly.
It makes me think that this whole organization is satanic.
The shitty thing about getting demonetized is if we do get demonetized, we have to get remonetized. What is that, like our word monetizing?
Yeah, everyone loves Remon.
Yeah, I don't want to get
Everyone loves Remon.
No, I'm talking about like the R word. R word of ties.
I was thinking like demonetized, Remon.
Everybody else loves
Remon.
That's a good.
I love being Remon.
That's level 5 because I think you hop 5 levels on that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I wish we had the button for
Level 5, by the way, check out the badcomedy.org for new merch.
Oh, in case you don't know what level 5 means, folks, it's when it's a joke that is above many people's heads because they're not quite enlightened to that level of comedy. I used to explain it on every episode, but I haven't explained it in a long time.
Shout out to my friend Dylan Monarch. We would call him D-Mon, and I thought that was cool. Sometimes I'm D-Mall. My dad was allegedly called Mall Dog.
That's good,
Pretty
actually.
good. And then I don't know if you guys have nicknames.
Can I call you your
That
Dill?
someone else gave.
Your Dill.
I'm Dill.
Dill the pill.
No, I'm Dylan. The villain.
Wait, no, you're Mull.
Dylan the villain?
Well, Nick Mullen is Mull Dog, so that's why
Oh, really?
you can't be Mull
That's
Dog.
way
you
too
know?
close. I can't wear the hat and be that.
What about Nick Solon?
Your last name is kind of what dogs do to babies.
Mall.
Especially female babies that maul her.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
how do you
Mall
think of
her.
it, Jason?
How do I think of what?
Just like a pit bull and a baby.
I love Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide.
Oh, I like to think of it like the pit bull was trying to defend me from the baby.
Uh-huh.
Like they're very good guard dogs.
Man's best friend, not
There's,
Lucy's
they don't
best
even
friend.
they don't even tolerate the potential threat of a baby.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no threat too small for a pit bull to act.
It's looking into the future. It's
Yeah.
thinking this baby.
Oh, this baby's gonna grow up to be Hitler.
Uh-huh. With the things that
I sent my pit bull back in time to kill Hitler as a baby.
I didn't do it. Who knows what happened? Who sent him?
Yeah.
They left my pit bull back in a room with Hitler as a baby.
Yeah, why would we send people back in time? Why wouldn't we just send a bunch of pit bulls to drop them in Hitler's room while he's sleeping?
There is a potential that people in the future are already doing that, and every time you hear of a dog mauling a baby, it's just to prevent a future Hitler.
Yeah, it's basically like either they never have a time
It's
machine
just like
or no one does it.
That's
Yeah.
dude. Yeah,
It's a decent theory.
yeah.
I go back in time.
We can't call it a law though.
gotta
So
write
we're
this
not lawyers, so we can't call it a law.
It's not something.
I bet you're gonna write it down and then you're gonna delete it tomorrow when you realize it's a bad idea.
No, the idea of sending dogs back in time to kill Hitler as a baby,
They send it to space.
that's smart.
Yeah.
So every baby that's been killed by pit bulls.
Is probably a future Hitler.
So pit bulls are basically anti-Hitlers, like anti-Hitler crusaders. You know,
Yeah.
they're not violent by nature. They're only violent towards future Hitler.
Yeah, I mean, when you hear that story, you're like, oh, so sad. These evil dogs. Don't blame the dogs if somebody in the future is preventing a catastrophe.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
That's why dogs are mad.
And they only have pit bulls in the future. That's the thing.
Well, pit bulls are just the best for killing a baby.
Yeah.
Go back in time and help
Most efficient.
kill himself.
Yeah. Well.
After.
Yeah. I wish he did because
Just show up after he did it. And then
he just hopped on an airplane.
Just take credit.
Well,
I
didn't do the right year.
Well,
I don't know history.
are you saying? Are you saying Hitler? Are you saying Hitler killed himself?
Yeah.
No, he hopped on an airplane. He went to Argentina.
He's alive.
Yeah.
He just hit me up.
He said he talks like a Gen Z guy. He said, "Hey, cuz your drip looking good on the pod. What you finna be up to this week?"
He's like, the Jews are the ops.
You got a man? Okay, if you do. Here. Yeah. God. Why are Gen Z people just W words now?
Anybody got any tea on where the Jews be hiding out?
Almost all their words are nothing original. They're just black people words.
Gen Nazi.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I'm a Benghazi Jew, it turns out, from 23andMe.
Gen Z, not.
I told you guys this, but I'm actually from the greatest generation. That's why I work hard. I went home, I'm stoic. I fought World War.
The greatest generation is whatever generation I'm living in.
That's not true.
Because I'm the greatest.
The fattest generation?
Fuck you.
The fattest generation, I think.
I mean,
It probably is the
it
fattest
is for America, yeah. We're the fattest.
Millennials probably are the fattest.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm a Gen X is the fattest generation.
Not if we could do our
Because
destroy the
I think millennials tried to get a little bit healthy. Gen X was just like, F it, dude.
Yeah, they're like, don't fat shame.
Yeah,
Like they outlawed like making fun of fat people. They're like, you're a bully, and now we can just get fat without in peace,
Yeah. Well,
like nobody's allowed to bully you into eating right.
no, that was us that did that. Gen X was before us.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking. I've been mixing them up all day.
What about Gen?
I also just watched this show called Generation V.
Well, it is confusing.
There's a show called Generation V. It's like based on The Boys. I don't know if you watched that.
I've watched The Boys. That is confusing though because millennials isn't a letter.
Dude, you gotta watch Generation V.
They should have.
Is it Generation Veg?
Kristen T.
It's V for Vaughn.
Kristen Toothy?
Yeah, Kristen T.
Kristen, it's not a tumor.
It's not the tumor.
She should do that.
Yeah. That is a good bit. But you
When I
just
heard that, I said, "God damn it!"
I would love if Kristen would team up with me and I'd bring her on stage as Kristen Tumor. And she would go, "It's not a tumor.
Yeah.
It's to me."
what about Christmas Toothy?
That's pretty good.
It's kind of like a mix between Christmas and the Tooth Fairy.
Jeff Christmas.
I was attacking Jeff Christmas probably a month into comedy. I was just like, this guy, he seems like he can handle whatever.
You thought he'd be cool with you, like we're just growing out.
That's why your impression was so good right off the bat on the pod.
I was talking back shit.
Yeah.
Like one time they had some where he looked like the guy from Blue's Clues, and they like reposted that I sent them that. And it's just funny, like looking back, where it's like that was so many people would have been like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I did want to ride back to the.
I mean, my whole thing, I've completely 180'd on talking shit about other comedians where I'm like, you should do it. So, I mean, I love that story. I mean, Mack and Bob Keane, the same thing. Like, this guy's been doing comedy 10 years, and then he has a beat with like a 1 month in. Right? Like, who really looks bad there? Not the 1 month in. People are like, you shouldn't be saying you're stepping out of line by not being humble. And it's like, dude, this guy's 1 month in, and he's getting the goat of a 10-year in comic. Like, that's embarrassing for the 10-year comic.
I did want.
That's why Jeff just ignored you.
No, he would like respond.
I think Bob Keane talks shit less now. I think he's been a little bit curbed.
Probably.
But I wanted to ride back to the Robbie Goodwin thing.
I'd like to send a dog back in time to his birth.
The Robbie Goodwin Gas Digital guy thing. I apologize to him. We're good now.
Oh yeah.
He said his water.
I don't know if you even know about that.
He said no. We talked about it.
What was it?
Me and you did, but I don't think
No, a little earlier we talked about it that I burned a rig to the Gas Digital guy.
Oh yeah, I sort of mentioned it. There's a guy who did Under the Line who was like in with Gas Digital. And then
The story was
like, "Oh, you're a big podcast guy. We have a podcast. You should come on." And he's like, "I would never do that podcast because I hate Mac." And he told this crazy story about Mac being
okay. So the story was what happened was we
Max account.
I was super hammered. I mean, no, this is the same story he has too. I just didn't remember the part what I said.
He was blacked out.
But I remember small bits. This was John's Lincoln Logs, a cool one. So me and these two guys, they did a live podcast there. Me and Ike went to watch. I was really early into comedy.
Yeah, you like their podcast, right?
Yeah, I listened to their podcast because I listened to Real Ass podcast, and I
You're into Gas Digital.
Yeah. But after the show, I was doing Below in the Green Room at Lincoln Lodge with off the table with Robbie and this other guy, Joe Gorman, and we were just playing System of a Down off my phone.
This is the free episode. Should we be saying all that?
It's fine.
Okay.
We were all on hallucinogens and doing that off the table, and then I guess Robbie had a friend that recently
he had passed away.
He canceled himself. And
Everyone was saying he was very funny on Facebook.
yeah, and then I guess that he was like he was getting emotional, like saying like he thinks it was his
He
fault.
was on hallucinogens. He was starting to blame himself.
I was too.
spiraling.
Keep in mind, I was on hallucinogens too, and I was blacked out.
So your friend's like, he's like kind of losing his mind and blaming himself for his friend's death. What would be the worst thing to say to him?
Like encouraging.
Be like, yeah, you're right.
Like you just for a half hour.
Oh, the delusion you're having? That's true.
Yeah, it's all
you
his
did.
fault. Yeah.
So that's what Mac did.
Apparently, but I had no idea that until he told us to Jason. I had no idea I had said that, so I apologize.
I'm not saying to you, there's a chance if you were that messed up too, that he was telling you, I did this, and you were just like, okay, I believe you. Like maybe you were so messed up, you're like, okay, if you say so.
Yeah, maybe I just wasn't encouraging. Or maybe I just wasn't like discouraging him. Maybe I was being in the middle. I was like, yes, and the
But according to him, he was like, no. You were like trolling him.
Yeah, but think about how much time it's been. Maybe it probably went over in his head and made me look worse and worse, you know?
Maybe.
I don't know. I probably said it's not past me to say something like that at all. So I wouldn't be surprised if I said it. I probably said it and I apologize.
It was a significant night to him because of the recent death and because he spiraled so hard on it. That the way he explained to me, it sounded like it was yesterday to him. Like he remembered it very.
Yeah, that's wild because it was like a year and a half ago and I don't remember that at all.
It was a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
That's not even that old. Year and a half?
Maybe 2 years.
And if you were going through the tragedy and everything, you'd probably remember it better. But you were just,
I was blacked out.
It was just a night.
Or I was browned out. I remember once John walking in and seeing us and being like, we're closing out.
That's all you remember.
Yeah.
Kicked out.
I'm doing a signal to you just so I can see your phone. Just flash it to me. Okay. It's okay. I can go.
Can we go till 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you would totally tell someone to do that.
Yeah. No, it's not past me if I'm completely out of my mind. I wouldn't say that if someone was on shrooms and I wasn't, and I wasn't like blacked out, you know?
Yeah, dude. I mean,
I wasn't trying to like make him have a bad trip. That would be bad. There's no way that was.
I doubt it was your intention to hurt him. Because probably trying to be funny.
Because I was on shrooms and acid.
Yeah, you were probably just trying to be funny, and it just hit him wrong because he was actually going through it.
Yeah,
that's what my interpretation immediately was. Because I don't know.
Well, publicly, I'd like to.
I don't think you would try and spiral him out and send him down this dark path.
Publicly, I'd like to apologize to Robbie Goodwin for giving free blow.
Yeah.
Next time you gotta pay.
Yeah, I did apologize to him over DM though, and he said we're all good.
I slid into his DMs.
Yeah, and I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
From sliding into a DM.
Nah.
No, yeah. So if he's in town, we have him on the podcast, I'm definitely gonna say not.
He still might not do it, but if he does, that
he would. He said see you. He didn't say see you right. He said see you soon.
He might have been kind of messed up, but when I was hanging out with him at the end of the line, he made it sound like he wanted to move here, like he loves Chicago.
Oh, really?
But dude, that's a good experience.
Well, because his buddy Nick, we should hang out. We should have that guy Nick on the podcast. Older.
I don't know, but yeah, if you want,
I'll reach out to him.
But like he can't. I think it's like there's this thing though too where if you come from out of town and you just hit the right thing and you get to do all the cool shows in town, it makes that city seem like the best city ever because you got to do like the best of that city that week you were there.
You don't think of it as like I already ran through the.
I can get my New York.
Well, no, you think like, oh, if I move here, it'll be like this all the time.
Yeah.
But then people move here, and then you get booked like way less because you're regular.
Yeah, maybe he likes the laid back atmosphere of Chicago a little more than probably the grind in New York.
I don't know. I think he was like grinding when he was here.
He was here.
He was here for like a week. We did it.
No, he was here for.
While he was here.
Yeah, I know his cousin Alex Sharif. That's my dude.
Sharif don't like it. Rocking the Casbah.
Sharif.
Robbie the good one.
Sharif Abdul Jafar. How about that?
Sharif Nottingham.
What about
Sharif of Nottingham. Robin Hood's arch nemesis.
Sure. Moncrief. That's a player, last name of a player on the Colts long time ago. Moncrief.
Montecrief, our old patron.
Montre, yeah. Cool guy, not bipolar.
Yeah,
Not listening to this probably. On the
very cool.
Yeah.
Always fun to hang out.
Yeah.
Not a guy who I watched harass Hannibal Buress for like 20 minutes. It was hilarious.
Oh, really?
No one cares about Hannibal Buress, dude.
But he harassed him like, oh, a famous guy.
Dude, no one cares about Hannibal Buress.
Yeah, nobody cares.
It's Hannibal Barco.
I prefer.
We've been over it, but it's Hannibal Barco.
Yeah, I prefer Hannibal Rivera,
Nah, yeah.
the cartoon.
That's the same guy as Hannibal Barco.
Like if you were like a black me,
Black Me Stone.
I don't really actually still Jason's school.
Who did?
You said that was like the same joke, like Hannibal wrote the same joke as you and Ari Shafir.
Oh, Hannibal did that joke?
No, I thought a different one.
I did a joke.
That was
on TikTok.
on Jew.
Yeah, my TikTok joke was like, the reason why gay people took the rainbow flag is to remind God not to kill us all at once. Like, because the story of Noah's Ark is the rainbow is like, I'm not going to kill everybody.
Did you know that, Mac? That God gave us the God gave us the rainbow.
Was that bad?
I think so.
Ari Shafir said it on his special.
We're talking about
Yeah, Ari Shafir.
He put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the same idea, but his whole special was like a whole piece too. It was so good. I liked that.
You know what?
the candles.
What I don't like is that.
Yeah.
Do you think that
I think
YouTube?
it helped though. It reminded me of going to Catholic church.
I wonder if
light on the
I
candles.
feel like YouTube and Instagram are getting more woke as people get more
Edgy.
or maybe we're just
I feel like
more
people are
edgy.
swinging edgy these days.
Because Instagram never used to mess with us,
I think
Yeah.
and now they just always give us now they always give us like a notification.
I think you get a target on your back once you get one. Like I feel like they get.
Well, TikTok has this for sure, like
Yeah.
restricted.
They're trying to control.
Yeah.
It's probably like an algorithm, and they just add a thing that we catch, and then we just keep catching the same part of that.
I mean, because there are clips that have like on Instagram on TikTok that have like 100 likes and 400 views.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Hey, here's three boring guys. I got an idea. Let's start a podcast.
Uh-huh.
We
Yeah,
should make that a clip.
let's start a podcast.
Hey, let's start a podcast.
Let's make a bunch of clips.
Hey, we're three white guys. Let's start a podcast.
We're three
1, 2,
irrelevant, boring white guys.
And not funny.
We should start a podcast.
I love it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Dude, it's so funny, all those people out there that just start podcasts.
Yeah.
Like they think they're funny. Just like three white guys.
I want random people on YouTube and TikTok who apparently watch podcasts they've never heard of, clips of podcasts they've never heard of. They watch the clips and then complain.
Yeah, guys, make sure.
Here's an idea. Switch to the next video, you dumbass.
Here's an idea. How about I comment on this video?
The same thing that everyone does.
Hey, are there any three white guys out there? Why don't you go start a podcast? Very original. Yeah, very original.
It's an NPC move.
I have done it twice.
To just How about that's
Yeah,
where
how about you do it
that's where
again?
you innovate. How about we start two podcasts?
With three white people on each.
No, yeah, we
Start
should
a few spin-off podcasts.
I like that. Well, no, we'll do one where me and you wear suits and we'll break down rap lyrics.
I want to do that. Yeah.
And then me and Dylan will start one. This is a deadpan off. Actually, Dylan,
That should be a cookie.
me and you.
We'll make music.
I thought the me and you thing before Jason came was pretty good. Pretty good first half of the episode.
Yeah, I feel like
We covered some good stuff.
I feel like everything that's lagging me sucks.
I feel like
It was actually better. I almost did.
really good. Me and Matt.
Most views on YouTube.
Yeah.
For some reason, India loved that one, dude.
That shit blew up in India. Maybe they love Seinfeld.
It must have been, dude. Like, oh, Seinfeld America. Like,
We sat in a booth, talked about nothing.
yeah. That was by far the most views, but it was all India.
Yes.
Much.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
I feel like probably just like me, probably just like our episode and then our episode, probably top two.
Steph. Our
It's when we come together, that's when shit really falls apart.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think this is like a year. I've been on the podcast for a year, boys.
Time to.
Isn't it the anniversary?
Should we herminate him now?
The
Should we
panniversary?
herminate him?
Yeah, we could hurt. Yeah, I guess it's about time.
It's been a year.
That way we don't have to give you a raise at your yearly.
Yeah.
review. Just terminate.
Hey, it's been good, but we gotta let you go. We'll put out a reel. We'll put out a reel later.
When you get herminated, you got to go into the lava giving a thumbs up, like the Herminator.
Yeah. Actually, as a going away gift, well, you have to jump into lava in Mordor, so bring us back to Mordor with you.
Like
Not. You're not herminated.
not.
But you're also not getting a raise.
We're not married.
No. I would give you a raise.
It's pretty cool. It has the Elvish writing on the inside. It's not that.
Yeah. That sounds cool.
It only bends.
The word I would use to describe elvish writing is cool.
Yeah, Jason,
I like-
you love pro wrestling. Is that cool?
I like Elvis writing, like sitting on
I don't
toilet on
like pro
pills.
wrestling, dude.
You know, Jason
I just know about it. I don't love it.
Jason reminds me of Elvis in his later years, just on pills, sitting on the toilet, and just dies.
Can you believe he died before smartphones?
almost wrote that as a roast joke.
He must have been bored out of his mind.
I was trying to think.
Elvis, when he was dying, sitting on the toilet without a smartphone.
If I could never hear that joke ever again, I'm so happy.
That's what I said about Brandon.
I know.
I was worried when you put that out. I was like, damn.
It's funny because Brandon does watch all the clips, refuses to like any of them, but yeah, and he claims he doesn't watch them, but he always brings up stuff from them.
You don't want to add to your ego.
Yeah.
I felt distant from Brandon lately. I kind of like felt like me and Brandon back like years ago. He used to buy pot from me, and then we would just complain about comedy.
Yeah.
And then he quit comedy for a while and came back, and now he's doing great. And I just feel like disconnected from him. I miss our whole relationship.
Me and Brandon are constant frenemies. You just put in the middle there. Me and Brandon are constant frenemies. Me and Albers and Courtney are good friends.
Yeah. Albers and Courtney are like the easiest people to get along with for me. It's so funny that Scott Darling, here's a promo for our Patreon episode. Scott Darling's got beef with Zach.
Yeah,
so if you
Brandon.
want to hear about the drama between Scott Darling, famous hockey player, and Brandon
Kiefer.
Zach Albers,
Brandon Kiefer,
not famous Chicago.
Brandon Kiefer opened for a open mic host.
Yeah.
Chicago Theater.
Open for
Yeah, dude.
20-inch clip.
Imagine being a famous open mic host so you can do the Chicago.
That's what you hope you're really become.
Yeah, dude. One day Beer Belly will be as big as the fucking Killtone.
All right, let's do slugs. You have any slugs? Or this comes out tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Any shows?
So I got Sinister Six at Lincoln Lodge on Sunday night.
I think Gwen Rose.
No, I don't know. I think she's starting a show as Anti-Man. Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, she's probably the most anti-man person ever.
I know.
She literally got rid of him.
Yeah.
Not done yet, though.
He killed him.
Yeah, erased the man.
That's called dead naming because he killed him.
Where else am I going to be? I'm going to be a open mic on Tuesday.
What else is going on?
What else?
What else is going on?
Yeah, I'm going to be at CG's next
Have you seen
week.
about this? Heard about
You'd be at CG's? Right.
I'll be the MC Friday and Saturday.
You'd be MC Leipzig?
What does CG stand for?
Chicago's greatest, and it's in Bolingbrook.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's also not the greatest, probably.
No, it is. That's what
I was hoping it stood for cool guy.
Yeah. That's going to be Cougar Grandmas. Jason, what you got?
Check out my special. I'm recording it in November 11th, 2022.
Don't miss it.
I think I am going to try and re-release my special Chopped and Screwed on this November 11th. I don't know. I might have to put I don't know how I'm going to do it, honestly. It might sound and be weird as fuck. Anyway, JasonMeltonComedy.com, Jason Melton Twitch, at Jason Melton Twitch, at Cool Jason Melton on all social media, at Cool Jason Melton. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything. I'm going to be in Denver soon. I'll advertise this show.
Oh, do you know Benver?
I'm going to go hang out with Denver.
Yeah, he's half man, half beaver.
Yeah, he's cool. Little brother lives out there.
I'll be at Butch McGuire's in 2 Mondays, so on the 23rd, and then on the 1st, I'll be at The Bridges Up, which is down south. Peter Rodriguez's show at Small World Bar and Grill, and then I'll be headlining Chicago Theater in November. So make sure to catch that, and follow me at Bad Boy.
I'll be headlining the United Center.
Follow me at Bad Boy of Comedy. Join the Patreon, patreon.com/badcomedy. If you don't, honestly, we don't like you. Just unsubscribe.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So
We don't want to do these free episodes anymore. So everyone who watches,
yeah, we're actually gonna stop very soon, because we've been trying to build this drill down to the mantle, and we barely even put a dent in the
We're
bucket.
barely feeling the love.
Yeah.
check out Brain Spa. I'm enjoying some Brain Spa.
If you know what Brain Spa is from the Patreon, check it out. It puts your brain to spa.
Yeah, it's called relaxing. Ever heard of it?
Ever heard of it? Yeah, why don't you just relax every once in a while? Anyways, folks, Jason, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming, Dylan.
Thank you for having me.
And
back.
No problem.
Right here.
How about
No
this?
problem.
Is this look cool?
Yes.
Yeah, are you a bug?
I'm a bug.
That's cool, yeah.
I'm a spider.
I wish I was a bug.
You would be a spider.
I'm a brown
because you're
recluse.
spiteful.
Yeah, no.
I like it.
No, you're a white.
I'm a recluse.
Yeah, you're a white recluse.
I'm a white recluse.
I'm kind of a hermit. I've been a hermit recently.
Hermit crab.
Remember we had 8 hermit crabs?
Yeah, we used to drink hermit crab a lot.
Because we would order the big king crab and they would never have it. All right. See you, folks.